and welcome back. So today is May 1st, which means it's time to do April favorites. I can't believe it's May. That means like half of 2020 is pretty much almost over. And I can't believe it's May. I feel like because of quarantine all the days are blending together, so time feels like it's going by quicker. I don't know. Either way, let's talk about some plants. So this month has been awesome in terms of growth for all of my plants. I am currently redoing my plant room. I've talked about it in a couple videos. I am making videos about that. They're coming soon. It's probably going to be 2 or 3 videos of me redoing that room. But because of quarantine, I obviously couldn't go out to buy stuff, so I'm having to wait for stuff to be delivered to me. So it's just taking a little bit longer. Obviously because USPS is really backed up and all of that, so it is coming. But because that room looks like a hot mess right now, I'm filming in my bedroom, which I never film in here because the lighting isn't great because the window is right there, so it's kind of backlit, but we're rolling with it. Okay, so let's talk about some favorites. I feel like there's going to be a lot of updates in this video. So I feel like the first plant that we should talk about is this. This is my Ludicea Discolor. It is a jewel orchid. So if you remember in December when I was doing 25 days of Plantmas, I chopped it in a video. So this is what it looks like now. So this is the bottom portion. The bottom portion is still in soil. It hasn't been repotted or anything. So in about 4 months, almost 4 months of growth, this is what the bottom portion looks like. I feel like this leaf isn't done really coming out yet, so I feel like it's going to be a little bit bigger. I chopped it on 12/12/19. And then this is the top portion. Now the top portion, we lost a leaf. I think there was a leaf right here, and so we lost a leaf. And it was originally in water. It was in water for a very long time. It barely began to root, not even really. And then I put it in moss for a really long time, and it didn't really it rooted, but it took a very long time to grow even a little bit. So someone on Instagram recommended that I put it in LECA, so I did. And you could see the roots poking out right here, and I think on this side right here, that's roots poking out. So I feel like the root growth has been better since I put it in LECA, but it still roots very incredibly slowly, and I haven't seen any new growth really from this top portion. This leaf is kind of new, but it was already coming out when I was cutting, so it's not really a new leaf, but that's pretty much the only new growth. But hopefully this month it'll give me some new leaves, because that would be great. I think LECA so far though has been great for it, and both portions usually live in my greenhouse, which is about 80 to 90% humidity, so no complaints there. Alright, for number 4, although these are really in no particular order, this is my Philodendron Rio. It's not so pretty. So this is a portion of a Philodendron Rio that I put on a moss pole. I've never really seen people put Philodendron Rios on moss poles before, so I think this is going to be an interesting experiment to see if I can get bigger leaves, because most people let Philodendron Rios hang. I have a hanging Philodendron Rio, it's up there, and it's looking really good, but I'm hoping that this one will get really nice and full and bushy. It hasn't really grown in terms of leaf since I put it on, because I put it on at the beginning of this month, but the areas right here where it's touching the pole, I definitely see aerial roots. So hopefully it'll latch on. It's being tied by some twine right now, and I might put some more twine up here. So yeah, this is super cool. I'm very excited about this. You know, you guys know Philodendron Rios are my favorite plant, so Yeah. And then I have other portions of this plant currently propagating in dirty moss, which is like sphagnum moss mixed with perlite, pumice. I think I put some orchid bark and some charcoal in there as well. And those are doing very well. Those probably need to be repotted soon into like an actual medium. So yeah, maybe I'll do a video on that. Alright, what else shall we talk about? While we're talking about chopping and propping, this is the Philodendron Burgundy Princess from Gabriella Plants. I did an unboxing video. So I chopped it at some point really late at night. Do you know when you just like have those days when like you need to chop up something? So I chopped it up really late one night at some point. So this is the bottom portion. I ended up with 3 portions. So this is the bottom, this is the middle section, and then this is the top cutting. So the bottom portion, let's see when I cut it. I cut it on April 5th, so it's been almost a month. This is the bottom portion. This portion has some variegation like on the back of the leaf, can you tell? But not a lot of variegation like on the front. And it has a new growth point now, right there. So that's very exciting. This is still in the original pot it came in. I didn't repot it or anything. And then this is the middle section. This is the one that had the most variegation. There you go. And then let me show you the roots, because the roots on this is actually pretty impressive for 1 month. And I didn't put this on a heat mat or anything. It just lives in my greenhouse off the roots. Okay, so I just pulled some sphagnum off the roots. This is the roots on the middle section. That's pretty good for 1 month. It pretty much rooted like immediately, which is great. I don't see a new growth point yet, but it's not very rooted, so I'm sure that will come shortly. Okay. And then let me show you the top section, which I obviously cut on the same day. You can kind of already see the roots like at the edge of the glass. This section doesn't really have a lot of pink at all. There's like this splotch right here, but the 2 most recent leaves don't have any pink at all. I might sell this top section because I don't really need like so many different pieces, and someone else can experiment with it. Alright, so here we go. This is what the roots look like. Oop. I think that's pretty good for a month of rooting. So that's really exciting, and obviously since this is the top cutting, it already has a new growth point. So yeah, this is really cool. I love how the roots of the pink princess, the roots are also pink. I really love that. I think it's so cute. And when I cut it, it definitely looked like it was bleeding. So that was also really fun. And how I water these is that I pretty much let it dry almost all the way. And then I pour a bunch of water in, and then I pour the water out, and then probably like every other week, I will take it completely out of the moss to check on the root growth, and then re-wet the sphagnum, and then squeezing out all the excess water. So far, I haven't had any issues doing it that way. But yeah, so that's the Philodendron Burgundy Princess, or the reverted pink princess. Alright, number 3 is a video you all just saw recently. This is my Philodendron Mykins that I recently transformed. I put a moss pole on it. This is a teeny tiny extra small moss pole that I made, and then I put it into some LECA. Let me see. it actually needs some more water. It's kind of running out of water. So far in LECA, the roots are definitely liking it. You could see like all the roots trying to reach the bottom. There is a little bit of root shedding over here, but I'm really like not worried about it. I hope that's focused. Okay, maybe that'll focus a little bit better. Yeah, you can see all of the roots acclimating really well. And so the thing with LECA obviously is that all the roots will grow down, so sometimes you'll have to just kind of like uproot the whole plant and then kind of like lift the roots so they're above the water levels. I'm probably gonna let it go for like another week or two before I do that, but I will do it soon, also to get rid of all of the shedding roots. Root shedding is really normal when you're transferring a plant that was in dirt into LECA. As long as other roots are growing, it's totally fine and totally normal. But yeah, I feel like there has been a lot of new growth since it's been on the pole. All these baby leaves. Hopefully they'll grow bigger and become bigger Mycan leaves. I am really liking LECA, like in general. I feel like the upkeep of it is kind of easier than dirt, because I feel like dirt, you have to make sure there's no excess water left in the pot, versus with LECA, you want the excess water. And most weeks it's just topping up the water, and you don't even have to to mix the chemicals or anything, because you're really only supposed to refresh and flush out the LECA once a month. So right now I'm really liking LECA, and I might transfer a whole lot more plants into LECA. So yeah, I'm probably going to do a LECA favorites or my thoughts on LECA, that type of video, probably in a month or two once I've had more experience, because I've only had this plant in LECA for less than a month. So yeah, definitely still learning. Alright, and the very last plant, I think this is going to be a quick video. The very last plant, I am so freaking excited, because in every video I've shown this, I've been complaining that this plant hasn't been growing, but it finally grew. This is my Monstera Thai Constellation. I got it from NSE Tropicals, and it has a new leaf that's unfurling, and it looks like it has fenestrations. So I'm very excited about that. I'm trying not to touch it, because I'm definitely one of those people that like to help my plant leaves. But yeah, very, very excited. It showed up, I think, a week ago, and now it's fully separated from the other leaf, and it looks like it's going to start unfurling now. So I'm very excited. I did notice that this leaf right here, the one with the big splotch of white, this edge is starting to brown a lot, so I'm a little bit worried about that. I don't know, but it kind of just happens with white variegation, so I don't know if there's really anything you can do to necessarily stop it. But I think I'm going to take some clean shears and cut off that brown section to hopefully stop it from browning so much, but we'll see. And this new leaf definitely looks like it's going to be very well variegated, so I'm really happy about that. Let's do a root check. Ooh, got some nice chunky roots. I do have a video of me repotting this on my IGTV if anyone is interested. I'm so happy it's finally growing, because I really thought that there was something wrong with this plant because it wasn't growing for the longest time. Alright, so those are all of my plant favorites for this month. I'm so excited about everything. Everything's growing. It's spring now. I think I'm gonna move my indoor greenhouse and make it an outdoor greenhouse like it was meant to be. Yeah, so let me know what your favorite brands for this month are down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!